Hi, and welcome back to my grooming adventures. Join me while I groom this cute cockapoo. I'm going to start off by frothing some clarifying shampoo to get this kid squeaky clean before we begin scissoring. I find that this frothing technique is really therapeutic for not only the groomer but the dog. You take your time rubbing that froth right into that hair and it gets it so smooth and clean. The dogs always enjoy a nice massage with their bath. Always make sure you get in those toes real nice. That's where they sweat. Those are some sweat glands there in their paws. So get those always nice and squeaky clean so they don't smell like Fritos anymore. I always like to towel off any excess water from the bath before I begin high velocity drying, and always apply a happy hoodie to protect the ears. I also like to use a towel while I'm drying to help absorb all the water coming off of the pet. And poof, we're all done with the drying process. Now it's time to spray on some detangling solution and brush till all the knots are out. After I've completely brushed and combed out the pet, I begin doing my pads, my sanitary, and then I'll begin my all over haircut. I typically use a 30 blade setting on my 4-in-1 clippers for my pads and a 10 on my sanitary areas. If the pet doesn't have any pre-existing conditions with luxating patella or ACL, I do like to stand them up if they're also not elderly to try and get my sanitary trim as clean as possible. Here I like to take my 10 blade and shave around the ear canal to help keep the hair free from the opening of the ear canal and allow air to go in and dry up all that moisture. This pup's mom asked for a short body haircut, so here I'm using a 2 wide blade snap-on comb. I typically use all of my wide combs over a 30 wide blade. It's important to always follow the lay of the hair, meaning clipper it in the direction that the hair grows to prevent lines. Now that we have all the body work clippered off, we'll begin our scissoring process. We will go from leg to leg, side to side, blending and scissoring everything in neatly. I typically use a 44 tooth blending shear for all of my body scissoring, as well as a 6.5 to 7-inch curved scissor for all of my feet work. like using the 44 tooth blender shears because it saves time by cutting and blending at the same time. So years ago, before these blenders existed, I used scissors, and then I would use a thinning shear to cover up all of my, holes that I may have made with my scissoring in the coat. But now with these 44 tooth blenders, you can do both at the same time, so you're not having to do double work. Now that one side's completely scissored, I'll make my way to the next side, trying to match as close as possible. It's always nice to have a mat under your dog to help support their joints because they do stand for such a long period of time for grooming. I like to have a nice cushiony mat underneath them, especially for elderly dogs as well. Now that I've finished my body work, I'll begin giving the dog a cute little head to match the length of the body. I like to 10 blade my lips, the little hairs that stick inside their mouth. I take a 10 blade and I shave them right off the lips. I ran a 0 snap-on wide comb in reverse on the top of the head, the ears, and the muzzle. And now I'm going to finish by scissoring and blending it all in. It's important to get all those tiny little sucker hairs away from their lips from going inside their mouth. Just keep combing and going over and over until you have a cute little symmetrical round head. Add a cute little bandana to finish, and there you have it, a cute cockapoo. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.